Hey mama, this is a 5 in a row homeschool curriculum review. So if you have been curious about this curriculum, go ahead and take a listen. If you're new to my channel, you're gonna realize that I am going to say over and over and over, it's not about the curriculum, that you need to hear God's voice for what's best for you and what's best for your kiddos. So I'm just gonna be reviewing some of my favorite things, and 5 in a row happens to be one of those. Now, you need to know that I am a little bit of a rebel and I don't always do curriculums exactly how they're laid out. So I'll kind of explain to you how I've been doing them. I've been homeschooling for 15 years and I have learned how to do this in a way that is best for my personality and best for my kids' personality. One of the reasons I love 5 in a row is because it's so gentle. It's just, I love gentle learning because it also leaves time for your kids to discover and learn things that they really love, and that's what's going to help create a love of learning for your kids. Now, 5 in a row is not my only curriculum that I use. I pull things out of different curriculums all the time. I like to buy certain curriculums because there was something in that curriculum that I thought was going to be really great for my kids. But let's go ahead and get started. This is actually, I think, the old version. The new version doesn't really have a lot different, I don't think, but this is going to help you get a feel of how 5 in a row is anyway. Okay, so this is just if you are one of those people you just like to open a book and go, this is for you. This is including almost all of the subjects. So if you're a unit study type mom, you're going to love this. So you just have a table of contents. It's going to tell you the stories you're going to read. So this is their first book, their volume 1. Okay. Some of them are the story about peeing, Lentil, Madeline, a pair of red clogs, the rag coat, and how to make an apple pie and see the world. You can actually go to their site and get a list of the books that they read. Then you have an introduction right here about the books themselves, and it talks about how to use 5 in a row. And with any curriculum, what I would say is read over this, okay? What doesn't feel good for you, don't do it, okay? You don't have to stick to a curriculum exactly just because it's written that way. Like I said, do what's best for your family. All right, so here's the story about peeing, okay? And it's going to give you a social studies. So what I do is I read through this and I go, do I want to teach her this? Is this something that I think that she's going to understand? Is she going to comprehend? Is there anything else that I can pull out of here that would be great? And I do that to all of them. So see, they have social studies, more social studies. So you just could pick one out of all of these or none. I always usually go to a map, and we do that for sure. We do map work for sure. Here's your literature. You're going to learn some literature about the story, so they're pulling that out. More literature, fiction, and then art. So you're going to you can pick out different ones of the art that you want to do. Math, science, more science. And with this, you need to know you don't have to, again, I'm going to keep saying, you don't have to do everything, okay? They have a teacher's notes. And it's just the same for every single in the back of the book, they have these little story discs. So for each story you read, you can color them and put them on a map so that your kids will kind of remember the story about them. You can make your own discs. And then they have like a planning calendar so you can plan out the months that you're going to do the books in. And then they have like blank lesson planning sheets. I didn't really ever use those. They have these little activity sheets that go with each of the story. Now, not all the stories do this, okay? Just so you can get a feel of it. They have a glossary, the elements of a story. If your kid would love to learn about that or you would love to teach that, it's all there. Some of the books you may not be able to find on Amazon or the library. So what I do a lot of times is I go to YouTube and somebody will read it out loud and we just follow along with them. That works really great for us. It says you have to read the same book 5 days in a row, and then you'll do one of those exercises on one of those days. Okay, so you could do one exercise, you could do 2 of them. It's up to you. You don't have to do it exactly like it's laid out. Now, my boys, when they were little, they didn't really like to read the books 5 days in a row, so we would go and we would do 2 days sometimes, 3 days sometimes. Then my little girl, she liked it a little bit better, but it just depends on the book. So some books we have done 5 days, and some days we've done 2 days. Some days we've just done 1 day if we didn't really jive with the book, and I didn't feel like I was obligated to have to continue doing the book. So 5 in a Row also has a great Facebook group. Go in there, read the testimonies. I have just seen testimonies go on and on and on about their kids doing it the whole way through. Now, I also did some Beyond 5 in a Row with my boys. If you'd like to see a review of Beyond 5 in a Row, let me know and leave it in the comments. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that you need to know about it? And I know you as a homeschool mom, you're probably thinking, do I need to spend the money on that? Are we really gonna do it? Is this gonna bless my kids? Sometimes you never know till you try. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button for me. If you'd like to see more reviews about curriculum that I've used, let me know. Oh, one more thing. Some of the activities that they have you do in the book, they're not going to be expensive to get the materials for. They're not hard projects to do, like some of the other curriculums kind of can be a little overwhelming. And right now we're not even using the 5 in a row, but we may go back to it. That's what I love about homeschooling. And different personality moms, some may like to stick to the curriculum, the whole curriculum, do the whole thing, and that's okay. Just always be on the lookout for if your relationship is doing good, if there's strain, if the academics is coming before the relationship. That's always something to look out for. If the kid is hating reading the book 5 days in a row, it's gonna squelch their love for learning. So those are just some other tips that I would give you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video.